1,151,353. As of March 2025, that is exactly how many people work globally for just one single entity. Welcome to this explainer. Today we're tracking the epic history and explosive growth of an absolute corporate titan. We're going on a seriously fast-paced journey today. We're going to see exactly how a private trading firm, founded over a century and a half ago, didn't just build a massive business empire, but actually shaped the very destiny of modern India. This is the epic rise of the Tata Group. Section 1, 1868, the foundation. Okay, let's dive into this and look at the company's origins with its visionary founder, Jamsetji Tata. So everything starts with Jamsetji founding this initial trading firm. But look at how insanely fast this timeline moves. The early focus was just trading raw materials, right? But by 1903, Jamsetji's vision had expanded so much that he opened the doors to the iconic Taj Mahal Palace, literally the first luxury hotel in India. After he passed away in 1904, his son, Sir Dorabji Tata, took the reins and just rapidly diversified the whole operation. By 1907, they were making steel, by 1910, generating electricity, and by 1932, they had even ventured into aviation. I mean, they were practically building the industrial backbone of an entire nation from scratch. Now, you might be wondering, how on earth do you actually fund such a massive, rapid expansion? Well, the secret lies in the major trade routes of the 19th century. Jamsetji's father had already built up a trading firm with global branches, heavily focused on China. They saw the massive global trends of their era, specifically around the Opium Wars and the Industrial Revolution, and they completely capitalized on them. They made incredible profits from the opium and cotton trades and basically poured all of that capital directly into massively expanding the family business. Section 2, 1932 to 1991, decades of rapid growth. As we move into this next era, we see the company's growth start to perfectly mirror India's own shift from coastal trading to interior manufacturing. In 1938, a brand new era kicked off when J.R.D. Tata took over as chairman, and under his leadership, the corporate milestones just kept piling up. In 1945, they set up Telco to manufacture engineering and locomotive products, which, by the way, is what we now know as Tata Motors. In 1953, the airline they originally founded, Air India, got nationalized. And then, in 1968, totally foreseeing the digital future, they founded Tata Consultancy Services, or TCS. This was really the era that put the Tata Group on the map internationally. And this brilliantly illustrates the absolutely unprecedented scale of growth during J.R.D. Tata's half-century of leadership. Get this, when he started in 1938, Tata was made up of 14 enterprises with assets of around $101 million. But by the time he stepped down, 50 years later, he had built this colossal conglomerate of 95 enterprises with assets well over $5 billion. I mean, that is the very definition of corporate momentum. To actually hit that $5 billion mark, they had to expand into a staggering variety of sectors. Let's just quickly rattle off the new horizons they conquered. Chemicals in 1939, technology in 1945, cosmetics in 1952, manufacturing in 1954, tea in 1962, and of course, software in 1968. They didn't just casually dip their toes into these markets. In many cases, they came to absolutely dominate them. Section 3. 1992 to 2022, global corporate takeovers. Let's move to and see how this builds under Ratan Tata's leadership, right alongside India's 1991 economic liberalization. So the early 90s brought two massive changes. First, Ratan Tata became chairman. Second, India underwent this huge economic liberalization, which basically threw the domestic market wide open to foreign competitors for the very first time. Ratan Tata realized that to survive this new wave of competition, the best defense was a good offense. He aggressively pushed to globalize the business. Just look at this timeline. He started buying up international brands left and right. London-based Tetley Tea in 2000, truck operations from South Korea's Daewoo Motors in 2004, the giant Chorus Group in 2007, and the iconic British automotive brands Jaguar and Land Rover in 2008. It really was a propulsive bullet train of a global shopping spree that completely transformed Tata into a worldwide powerhouse. Boom. 1. They grabbed Tetley in London. 2. They secured Daewoo trucks out of South Korea. 3. They executed the biggest corporate takeover by an Indian company ever at the time, buying the giant Anglo-Dutch steelmaker Chorus Group. And 4. They spent big on elite British luxury, acquiring Jaguar Land Rover from Ford.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer duality of Ratan Tata's vision. Think about it. In 2008, the exact same year he was buying up elite high-end luxury brands like Jaguar and Land Rover, he also launched the Tata Nano. He proudly presented it as the world's most affordable car, an ultra-accessible vehicle designed specifically for the everyday people of India. It's just a perfect snapshot of a company that spans both the absolute pinnacle of global luxury and the baseline of mass accessibility right at home.
Section 4. Today, India's largest conglomerates. Let's bring the timeline up to the present day and analyze the immense footprint of the modern Tata Group. When you compound those early 19th century trade profits over 150 years, the financials become absolutely staggering. As of October 2025, we are looking at a combined market capitalization of roughly $330 billion. That's 31.17 trillion rupees. The group is made up of over 30 publicly listed companies across all kinds of industries, and their global reach? Well, they operate in over 100 countries across 6 continents. Honestly, you've almost certainly consumed a Tata product or used their services without even realizing it. And here are the massive modern pillars supporting that $330 billion empire. You have Tata Steel, which is one of the world's largest with an annual capacity of 35 million tons. You have Tata Motors, cranking out everything from everyday cars to heavy trucks. You've got TCS, the second largest company in all of India by market cap. There's Tata Power, India's largest power company as of 2024. And let's not forget the Indian Hotels Company, the nation's biggest hospitality firm. It is a true industrial behemoth, deeply grounded in physical essential industries. Section 5. The House of Tata. So the crucial point is that understanding Tata requires looking way beyond just the corporate statistics to their profound national and philanthropic legacy. They didn't just build a highly profitable business, they literally helped guide and shape the modernization of the entire Indian nation. Jawaharlal Nehru, India's very first prime minister, fully recognized this immense contribution, once calling founder Jamsetji Tata a, quote, one-man planning committee. And beyond industry, the Tata family has contributed hundreds of billions of dollars to philanthropic causes. They've deeply, intricately intertwined their corporate success with the direct welfare of the people. This level of corporate influence over a nation's trajectory really heralded India's arrival into the community of industrialized high-tech nations. And it's completely unparalleled, not just in India, but anywhere in the world. As one industry analyst perfectly summed it up, no other company anywhere has dominated the history of its national industry as the House of Tata has done. From capitalizing on global trade in the 1860s to building a modern $330 billion global empire that touches almost every single aspect of Indian life, this 150-year journey is simply breathtaking. Which leaves us with this final thought to ponder. Has any other single company ever dominated a nation's history quite like Tata?